Okay, so welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2007 model Mazda 3 SP23 today. We'll start at the front of the car. Notice it's finished in a white pearl paint. Just gives it that extra little bit of quality about it, the pearl finish. Being an SP23, we do have fog lights as standard in this model. Factory alloy wheels, and really important to take note of the fact there's not a mark on these alloy wheels. For a 2007 model, really well maintained. You know, you'd expect maybe a little scratch or something or a scuff on the alloys, but absolutely unmarked. The SP23 badging on the front driver's door, and the finish of the car, you look at the Duco in really good order. Fairly hard to actually detect any marks on this car, so in really good order. As we come around to the rear of the car, another couple of things the SP23 has as opposed to the base model Neo. Lip spoiler on the boot, does have colour-coded reverse sensors as well. Nice chrome badging on the boot lid, the clear tail lights just sets it off. Just gives it that look of quality from the rear. As we come around the passenger side, similar quality, you know. Really hard to find any marks on this car actually. Really nice finish, Duco's in perfect order. Once again, if we were to expect any marks or scuffs on the alloy wheels, you'd usually expect to see them on the left-hand side of the car, but in perfect order. Overall, you know, the presentation of the exterior of this car, obviously the previous owners really looked after the car. For a 8-year-old car, unmarked, all round, yeah, nice order. Okay, so under the bonnet of the Mazda now, we'll have a chat about a few of the stats and the performance of the car. We've actually got it running at the moment so that when we do jump into the interior, it's nice and cool for us. Nice warm day today in Melbourne at Berwick Mitsubishi. So just powered by a little 2.3 litre 4-cylinder motor, still going to deliver you a little bit of performance, 115 kilowatts of power, 203 newton meters of torque, but the beauty of it is 8.6 litres combined per 100 k's. So based on the fact they haven't got a really big fuel tank, 55 litre fuel tank, going to deliver you in excess of 640 k's to a tank of fuel. So, you know, a zippy little car to get around in, being a little 6-speed manual, also going to deliver you the economy that you want as well. And with petrol being nearly $1 a litre at the moment, cheap, super cheap little car to run. So round to the boot of the Mazda 3 now. A couple of ways we can open our boot lid. Back in the day, the old key, just to release, all release from inside the car, which we've already done. For a nice compact sort of sedan, you notice we've still got a fair amount of room in the boot. Good storage area, plenty of room. Our spare wheel, of course, down underneath, just a space saver. Never been on the car since new, so brand new spare. Just pop that back into position. Also, in the event we want a bit of extra storage area, you notice we can unlock the backs of the seats from inside the boot area here. You do have to reach in, so I'll go the easy option and come around inside the car and just release from the top of the seat there. Folds down out of the way, just increases the amount of storage area in case you're moving house, or you know, you want to move some stuff around. You've got the flexibility of that extra room if you need it. So inside the SP23 now, and we'll run through all the features and things that this car has to offer. Starting on the driver's door armrest, all of our power window switches, our controls for our exterior power mirrors. Just in front of that, below the air conditioning vent, little knob to brighten our light on the dashboard. Dynamic stability control, we can turn that off manually if we like. This car is also fitted with an aftermarket alarm, so just a little LED indicator just to show you when it's actually activated. Moving to the steering wheel, it is tilt and reach adjustable, the steering wheel, so set ourselves up where we're nice and comfy. Let's straighten that up, and then just push the lever on the steering column forward to lock it into position. Notice all of our audio controls are on the left-hand side of our steering wheel, and then all of our factory cruise control settings are on our right-hand side. Moving into the center console section now, fairly straightforward setup in the little Mazda. Feeds us all of our information, climate control, air conditioning, so we've got it set to 18 degrees at the moment because it's a nice warm day. It is running the air conditioning, and as you can see, extremely quiet. Then we move down below all of our controls for our audio system, which, as I mentioned, we can control the majority off our steering wheel anyway. And then down below, all of our controls for our cooling and heating. Obviously, just below that, cigarette lighter, ashtray, never been used. Here's a 6-speed manual, very important. You know, gives you great flexibility and it helps with the economy being the 6-speed. Handbrake is standard. Our cup holders just in the middle there. If we're not utilising those, we can close the lid over. And then inside our console lid, we also have a 12-volt outlet and an auxiliary input as well. So if you want to plug the iPod in, you notice a little cavity there, just where the console lid closes, just so if you've got it plugged in, you're not actually damaging the cord. Also important to note as we scan through the interior, look at the quality of it. You wouldn't think this car's 2007 model. It's just in really, really good order. Once again, comes down to, you know, the way the people that owned it previously have looked after it. Also really important to note, this car does have 6 airbags, front, side and curtain airbags. Does help it achieve a 4-star ANCAP safety rating. So you can be confident that the occupants of the car are nice and safe as well. The other thing, just in regard to the way the car's been maintained so far, notice our service books. This page has obviously come out at some stage and been glued back in, so it's a little bit back to front. The initial servicing from new, then all the way through, all the way up to the current service, which we've just carried out as well when we prepared the car. So good service history, well maintained. Basically that just indicates, and as you can see, shows you the quality of the car. So just in summary, I've got to say, after having a good walk around the car inside and out, a really high quality example of a 2007 Mazda 3 SP23 sedan. As I mentioned earlier, 8.6 litres combined per 100 k's, really good fuel economy. Overall, just the way it presents, I don't think you're going to see very many better examples of an SP23 than this little car. If you've got any further queries, feel free to give us a call, 9907 0555.